In the wake of October 7th, like so many, I found myself caught in a storm of emotions. Anger, grief, loneliness. My body, my nervous system, kept reacting as if I were still under threat, even in moments of relative safety. And as the war dragged on, the media landscape, social media, and a general atmosphere of fear and division only deepened the state. At first, this reaction made sense. Our survival instincts are wired for danger. But I also realized that if I stayed locked in that fight, flight, freeze cycle, I wouldn't be able to act from a place of wisdom. And I deeply believe that in order for our society to navigate one of the most traumatic, unbearable times of our lives, we must keep returning, when we can, to our wisest, most evolved selves. In some traditions, this is called the wise warrior. As a journalist, but also as a meditation teacher deeply interested in different wisdom lineages, I wanted Raw to be a refuge, a space to hear and be with some of the wisest voices of our time. These are not people who sit on mountaintops untouched by reality. Most of my guests are deeply affected by the violence of our world, but through life experience, study, and practice, they have found ways to meet this moment with greater resilience, wisdom, and yes, that uneasy word, compassion. They don't all think the same way politically, and they don't claim to have the answers, but they are open to letting even this deeply difficult time deepen their humanity and care. On this show, I interview activists, philosophers, trauma experts, therapists, and spiritual leaders who each have their own path to wisdom. So when you find yourself doom scrolling through an endless media regimen of division and dehumanization, remember that these voices exist, not only on this podcast, but also in all of us. The social algorithms might not make it easy for you to find them, but that's part of the challenge of growth and healing. It's not easy, but it's always so worth it. And I'd love to hear from you. You have your own life experience and wisdom. What has helped you stay grounded? What voices do you want to hear more of? Write me at anouk@withanouk.com. You can also find out more, subscribe to the show, or sign up for the newsletter at www.withanouk.com. And yes, that's a lot of times me saying my name. If this show resonates with you, it would mean so much if you shared it with your friends and community. Raw is my humble way of contributing to healing our collective trauma, and it only works because you, my listeners, share it onwards. A special thank you to my wonderful producer, Tama Castel, and to Ophira Rubin. Toda rabba, merci beaucoup. Thank you for being here, for listening, for sharing, for making this journey together. I'm wishing you all a meaningful human path forward through these times.